Hello.
Hello, Haji.
Though it's not a very deep one, just a practical question.
Uh-huh.
How do we navigate ourselves when in doubt? And
Mhm.
if the decision has to be taken and still in doubt, how do I navigate?
Mhm. So, uh, what the teaching says, or what the message says, is that all you can do is operate from your present understanding. You truly cannot know if you've taken the right decision or the wrong decision, because right and wrong depends on your own conditioning, the way you perceive life. So all you can do is actually take the decision. So somebody once in Ramesh's satsangs asked the same question, and she said, "But what if I'm not able to make the decision?" And he jokingly said, "Then toss a coin."
Great.
The the point being is that why are we afraid to take the decision? We fear that we will end up making a wrong decision.
Right.
But then the concept is that decisions are already made. The blueprint has already been laid out by the universe. So it is the separate self or the me that thinks he or she is taking the decision. But the decision has already been taken and the consequences have already been decided. So I would just say that, in this present moment, whatever you feel and think is the best course of action based on your present knowledge, just take an action based on that. And rest is God's will.
Thank you.
Kamji. Yes, Martina.
This is perfect today. So perfect today. Um, and your mother's question, so perfect. It
Yes.
fits, it fits perfectly in my sharing. And there may be a question that comes up. The sharing is exactly that decision making.
Yeah.
It started when I was on the freeway here in Mexico, and my car blew up
Oh,
and stranded me on this little island with all the trucks and traffic going by.
Martina, I think your screen has frozen or the connection is lost. All right, we'll come back to Martina when her connection gets resumed. I think there's some sort of a freeze there. So meanwhile, we can take other questions. Yes, Anju.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ji. Good evening.
I want to ask, everything is a mind movement, then what is the solution? Whatever we do, that is mind movement.
Yes.
Then what is the solution?
To what? To problem?
It means mind never stops.
Yes. Yes. But you see, there is this knowledge that mind never stops, you see. So How did we know that mind never stops? Something must have seen that the mind never stops. For example, you have to be outside the train on the platform to see a train moving. That's how you see a train in motion. When you're inside the train, you are moving with the train. Therefore, there is something that is watching the movement of the mind. What is that? That is where the solution is. So the moment you ask this question, who is the witness of this movement of mind? That is when you will notice that the movement of mind does not affect you anymore. Because you see, it repeats the same stories. The movement is there. It repeats the same stories, same things, same fears, same worries, same anxieties. So when you watch that, you come to a realization that there is something beyond the mind that is watching this entire movement. And that is when the movement doesn't affect anymore. So you see, even the mind is asking this question, what is the solution? But that is the creative mind. But actually, there is no problem. Your question is very important. There is no problem. It is just that we have built this association where we think that there is a problem.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. All right, we'll come back to Martina. Yes,
Yes, it
Martina,
got
I
broken
think,
off. Yeah,
yes, I think the
got
connection got,
broken.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
the internet. Yeah, internet here in Mexico.
okay.
When I got home to settle in, I had a choice.
Hmm,
I could choose to worry about the future, how I was going to handle it, what to do.
hmm,
And I chose instead to see how quiet I could be.
yeah,
And in that process, I took 3 days of retreat at home,
hmm,
in the watching of the mind coming up, wanting so much to do. We got to do something. We have to do something. We have to get the car. It's
yeah,
like, how am I going to get groceries? I don't know. Where's the money coming from?
yeah,
All of that worry, then
yeah,
I just did not entertain, or the consciousness was aware of all of this
hmm,
noise going on.
hmm,
And I knew that there was quietness here.
yeah,
I can't even say me, but I have to use me somehow.
yeah,
I had 3 days of bliss.
yeah,
I mean, there was the off and on, and the mind would come up. So
hmm.
not like pure enlightened bliss. I didn't go there.
Well, I haven't had that either, so.
The nagging of it got quieter and quieter until then there was just a little voice,
Yeah.
not even connected to me, but this little voice would come up. But don't we have to do something? Shouldn't we do something? It's like you have to figure this out. You don't have a car.
Yeah.
And I still don't have a car.
Yeah.
And something is being figured out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I am actually free in this process.
Exactly.
So it's very weird to be
Yeah.
having this issue, which is not the biggest issue on the planet, but it does feel like it when you don't,
Yeah.
it's out of control, is
Yeah.
basically being out of control.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm feeling, this is the fourth day, so now without the car, without a decision,
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel the egoic mind start to be a little bit more worried
Yeah.
than it's been.
Yes.
Because now it's 4 days. Now, isn't that enough? Shouldn't we start to actually do something?
Yeah. Yes.
Anyway, so how this came up in the satsang this morning was so perfect, because it really is about a decision process, but it's not mind making the decision.
Yeah.
It's something else.
Yeah.
It is the peace that I know that's here.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
thank you very
Perfect.
much.
You're welcome. So it is so, you've said it. I mean, I think you said in one of your sentences is that everything is being figured out. So that is the understanding that everything is being figured out, and I do not have to worry. Yes, the me mind does come up every now and then because that's its job. That's what it does. And I don't think uh, we can be in any perpetual state of enlightened bliss where that mind will not come up. At least I've not experienced so far, or maybe I'm not that enlightened. So the day I get fully enlightened, I'll let you know. But the idea is that, yes, worries, stress about things do come up. And I've seen it comes up to everyone. And yes, a little bit of worrying is of the working mind also. But that worrying is like, okay, an action needs to happen because, I'm here, I have this much. So it's the planning mind, which is calculating things based on the reality of the situation. So, the reality of the situation is that the car is spoiled and it needs fixing. The me mind is something which thinks worst case scenarios, blows things out of proportion. It's like, okay, what if I remain stranded here? What if nobody comes? And then it starts projecting, the world is bad, people are not. That's the me mind, which creates suffering. So it is happening in horizontal time. The worry in the moment is actually it's a very small portion of the experience. So that cannot be avoided because it requires practical steps. So yes, you do need to call somebody and get it fixed. And that is why the mind is there. That's its purpose. So, but yes, with this underlying knowledge that everything is being figured out, that is tremendous relief. That is very that is actually the bliss, that understanding in itself. So thank you for that sharing.
Thank you.
All right.